Hello, good morning and good evening from all around the world. We are joining you from southern France. We're at the French Riviera. My name is Holly Demott, and I am joined with Holly Roush. You have two Hollies. You have two
Holly
Hollies.
Square.
It's Holly squared. Two Hollies tonight and or morning, whatever time of day it is for you. And we're so happy to be joining you. We met through this platform, and that's how we are now on a vacation together, which is a trip that we earned through the company of three, which you're on to hear about right now. And this is really casual, really an interview style, so you can really get to know the personalities in three and to get to know more about three and why people are choosing three. So I'm going to start with asking Holly Roush. Holly joins us from Alice Beach, Florida.
Mhm.
She wasn't always a resident in Florida. She was a Tulsa, Oklahoma mompreneur that found this industry, which then turned into a dream life. And I would love to ask her some questions so you all can understand, why would a mom of three boys choose this space, choose three, to tie their name to and to build a life with. And so, Holly, awesome. We love that we're here
I know.
in
It's also
beautiful
Look at
southern
that setting.
France.
Wow.
I know. And really, would you share your story? Share what would help people to see more about why we've said yes and what this has done for you and your family.
We're so excited to have everyone on here, especially all the guests. I know sitting here with Holly, I'm sure just like her 20 years ago when I said yes to the industry, I didn't think I'd do this in a million years, let alone did I think the company that I would say yes to would take me on a trip like Nice, France, and Monaco and different places that we're going. And I said yes as just a stay-at-home mom. My boys were 3, 6, and 9. I was looking for something. I didn't know what that something was. I had done pharmaceutical sales before, but I wanted to contribute, just have something that was mine. I just wanted that little extra spending money, whether it was to help with the kids' private school, or they were all super into football and basketball. So it's lessons for that and something that I could do with other moms. But I didn't know a whole lot about the industry. And I was approached by my brother-in-law and sister, who is actually a PGA golfer. And, a friend approached him about the industry and said, look, you make millions of dollars a year on tour. Like, why would you do this? Because he's like, I know people who would be interested. I'm looking for better help and how to earn some income. So when he told me and he said network marketing, I was like, well, my husband Corbin said, over my dead body, you're not going to do it. All our friends will run from you. And some of you watching this are like, yeah, I can think of people that would do that. But I thought, what if? What if it's the next biggest thing and I didn't do it? I'd be sick about it. So crazy enough, 20 years, September 13th. So I'm going to be on a dream vacation, September 13th, and get to share that 20 years ago. I said yes, wanting $100 extra a week. That was my goal. If I could just have $100 a week, pedicure, manicure money, wouldn't that be fun? And little did I know that first week it was like 500, then it just starts duplicating. And I started to see not only could I set myself free, my family free, but I was able to set my friends and family free as well.
So she mentioned her husband, Corbin. And did Corbin come around?
It took him a little while. Once those checks started rolling in, I remember I handed him a check for $17,000, and I said, "Hey, how about we pay off your truck?" He's like, "What? What's your login number and password? I need to check this out." He used to say I could have one night a week. He's like, "How many nights a week do you need? You go, girl." All of a sudden the sky was the limit, and within about 18 months, he was able to walk away from his corporate America. And Holly, we've done this together full time ever since and haven't looked back.
They're a couple that does it together after Holly proved it to
That's
him,
right. Sometimes
proved
we got to
it.
do that.
And, really, they raised their three boys
Yeah,
with their boys watching them build teams.
that's right.
What we do is we build
Right.
teams, we
So
help
true.
lift people up and really help people to unlock their dreams. And so many people like myself, and you worked more pharmaceutical sales. I was in corporate America. And, I did have a time where I look back and I'm like, I probably was burnt out.
Yeah.
We hear that term burnt out,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
especially in the health industry
Yeah.
and with health, physicians and chiropractors. And really, though, in the corporate America, for me, I did hit the burnout. And what that looked like, and you can relate to this, and I would say Corbin, her
Yeah, for
husband,
sure.
hit burnout.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that's not talked about often. I didn't know there was another way. I was working, the 60, 70 hours a week. I was flying. I was attached to my phone, my BlackBerry at the time. So I'm dating myself a little bit. Those things are cool.
That's true.
BlackBerries are cool.
Yeah. Oh,
And I hit that point of, is this it? Like I had a ceiling
that's
on what I
right.
could earn. And on that ceiling, I was like, I wanted more. And I didn't know how I was going to get it until I was approached about this space. And then I realized, wow, this could be it. And it was. So small part of my story is I was laid off from corporate America in 2009. I was in the mortgage industry. And with being laid off, I immediately knew what was possible
That's
with
right.
being really our own entrepreneurial spirit
Yeah.
to come out and partner with a company. And so I've had success. Holly Roush has had amazing success. And so here we are at 3.
Yeah.
And we love 3. We're sitting here, in the French Riviera because of 3.
That's right.
And so Holly, with 3, how would you describe it being, an opportunity that is different than other opportunities out there?
I mean, I will say one, 3 is for everyone. And when you think about corporate America, they're like what you went through, and I
Mhm.
did too in pharmaceuticals, and Corbin in his corporate job. There's only so many hours in a day,
Mhm.
and your pay is going to stay the same because you can't work more hours. I know she's a workaholic, and she puts in every hour she could to get the pay that she could.
Yes.
The difference in 3, those hours that you put in, they
Mhm.
can actually duplicate in dollars over and
Mhm.
over, exponential growth. And I saw that. Also, exponential growth in teams. I mean,
Mhm.
it's so fun to help 2 of your friends, and those
Yes.
friends help a couple of their friends, and it just grows from there, and you make new friends. The friendships that I've created in the industry are lifelong friendships, and some of my best
Yeah.
ever. That our kids have grown up together, and that's what I want to see for each of you as I look at this. And 3 is so different because we're bringing 2 just so many moms, so many husbands. That people have more freedom in their schedule, more flexibility, but everybody's looking for health and wellness. I mean, there's not a
Everyone.
person that I talked to 20 years ago. People didn't really understand what proactive, all natural health and wellness was. Today, people are getting educated. And that's what I love because the
Mhm.
education on our products and the science behind our products is unlike anything out there.
Mhm.
And I always tell Holly, you partner with your weakness because for me, I mean, I love the products are great. I trust the science. I trust the information that Dr. Dan, our chief science officer, puts out there. But it's really cool because being partnered with Holly, I trust her so much in the business side, but then the product side, because the girl not only loves and drives, is driven by the business, but she's also driven by making sure the science
Mm.
is there behind the products. So tell me a little bit for
Yes.
you, like why 3
Why
products?
3? So for me, it was a really big move from where I was prior to making the shift to 3. And it all had to do with up leveling on products, up leveling on science. If we learned anything going through 2020, 2021, our immune system matters. What we put in our body matters.
True.
And people are buying supplements now more than they ever have in the history of the supplement industry. And with that, they're not all equal.
Mhm.
And I've been into supplements for a good 25 years. And that's a little bit rare when I got into them. I always knew, though, the power of nutrition, the power of vitamins, the power of what we put in our body. And so with supplementation, when I say that not all supplements are equal, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
A lot of supplements, majority, are synthetic. And when you put in synthetic ingredients, your body doesn't recognize that as what it should have the power to do. So there's a difference between a synthetic vitamin C and a real vitamin C derived from fruits. And so I want real. Everything at 3 is whole food based. Everything whole food based, knowing your body identifies with it. They use 13 different delivery technologies because its absorption matters. If you learn one thing, it's that it's not you are what you eat, it's you are what you absorb.
Right.
And so with our products, we call them the Simple Six supplements that help to address inflammation, help to address gut health, help to
That's
address
huge.
beauty from the inside
Mhm.
out.
And
Uh,
who doesn't want anti-aging,
I
feel look
know.
and feel younger? I mean, hello? There
And not,
can't be a person
right.
watching this that
And
doesn't
not spend thousands of
Yes.
dollars to have that.
And have
And
25 million products to take.
right.
Ours is so simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
So we love the simplicity of
Mhm.
it. That's what really got me, the delivery system of it, the Whole Foods. When I spend my money, I want whatever I take to work.
That's right.
And I want, who doesn't want to look younger?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to feel?
Mhm.
You know, many times people say, oh my gosh, I'm stiff, you know, and they're like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm getting older. That's why. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
You don't have to.
that's
Mhm.
actually inflammation. Inflammaging is a real term. And so you have to address inflammation. And two of our products, Eternal and Vitality, and Eternal and Revive, are the two that really address that. You have to address gut health. That's your third brain. So I am definitely into feeling better, feeling 10 years, 20 years younger, looking
right.
at for more on our products. Ask the person who invited you to
Right.
this. Ask them, say, you know what, I want to know about all the products. Could you send me a video? And here's a hint. There is a Dr. Dan Gubler video. It's about 40 minutes long. And it covers, you know, the three science, the products, and watch that to really see the full picture of three. Dr. Dan Gubler is our chief science officer. He's our
Phenomenal.
formulator. Phenomenal.
Yeah. It
Cal
doesn't get better.
does not. Caltech
Mhm.
trained. Caltech has more Nobel Prize winners than any other university, including Harvard and MIT.
Wow.
Yeah, it's phenomenal who we have leading us in the science field. We have 3 clinical studies showing that the absorption is there. You don't have to just believe me. When I tell you our collagen's 73% absorbed, our glutathione resveratrol is 95%, you don't have to believe me. You can look at the study and see it for yourself. We have an epigenetic study, which is remarkable when you're talking about inflammation markers, the IL-6, you're talking about GLP-1, when you're talking about NERF, when you're talking about BDNF, cognitive function. So look those up if you're like, hey, I'm into all that. I want to look at it. And if you're not into it, like Holly's really not into it.
No, I just know it works.
Yes.
The stories,
Stories.
and I love the stories every single day that we get. I don't know of an industry like ours where people call every day thanking you. I
They
get
do.
calls every day or emails or texts or messages thanking me not only for what the product's done, but also the income that they're
Right.
earning from it. And that's cool.
We love
Yeah.
it that it's two
Mhm.
different products. We have all of the products, our neuro cosmetics, which is a whole nother topic,
Mhm.
talking about, you know, aesthetics with your skin, and then also leading into more of all of the good mood,
That's right.
the neuro aspect of
Who
it.
doesn't need that with the
Who doesn't need
multitasking that we
focus,
do
sleep?
today? Oh my gosh, we're all pulled in a million different directions.
Right.
That's so calming. I mean, it's
It's
unbelievable.
amazing what we
And
have.
the cream that I put on, the caviar cream,
Yes.
I mean, every night it's like a spa on your face.
It is. It smells
I
like
feel like I'm at a spa every day.
Okay, you can tell we love the
Uh-huh.
products. We love the business platform. We love the opportunity at 3. We're a company, we're just over 2 years old.
I was gonna
2
say
years
the
young.
timing,
We're
Holly.
just over 2
Nobody
years
knows
young.
about us yet.
Nobody knows. And, you know, we're so happy that you're watching this so you
Mhm.
can know more about 3. Go ahead and dive into product videos. Go ahead and ask more about the business. There are packs to get started. There's
Mhm.
4 different price points, and I love going through them. I love it because I cannot wait for people to get the products on their doorstep.
That's right.
Then I can't wait for them to put them on their kitchen counter or put some on the nightstand where you do not forget to take them. These are products when they are empty, people know they're empty because they finish them. They finish their supplements.
That's right.
Not everybody finishes supplements of other brands. They finish these and they know they want more because of how they've felt. And so we have 4 different packs. The top one starting at $2,800, and we call that our Pro Pack. So that's a Pro collection where that's coming with months and months and months and months of products. So you're really setting yourself up with the business with that pack
Mhm.
where it keeps you active for a total up to 12 months. So keep that in mind. If you have a family where you're like, hey, I want these products not just for me, I want it for more people, or you're thinking business, look at that pack.
That's right.
There's the business builder pack that's $13.60. That pack also has multiple months. It keeps you active for 4 months. Awesome. And then we have a premium pack. So we have many people that say, hey, I want one of everything. Just I want to try one of every single product. That's the premium pack at $700. And then we have an intro pack with the simple 6 supplements. Those are $400 for the intro pack. So all of those have a savings built in, every single one of them. Ask the person that invited you, be like, hey, would you send me the option to get started? Let's review it. Let's see where I want to start. And we can't wait for you to do that. And to do that, it's $30 US to become a brand ambassador.
Huge.
And when you become a brand ambassador, you have access to our app.
Everything's on your phone.
Everything. You have your back office, you have a link, you guys can hear an airplane. So you can hear everything. You can look at everything and have access immediately to get plugged in. And no matter what level you start at, it's the right level.
That's right.
We know that with people, and we love that you're open to exploring the business side of it and the what ifs. I love the what ifs.
The most important thing is getting started now. Like, what are you waiting for, right? The
Right.
worst case is you get healthier. Best
Right.
case, you get healthier and you make some income
Right.
while doing it. So
What
it's
if?
a win-win situation.
It's such a win-win. And what if this company was meant to find you right at
That's
this
right.
moment?
And it is.
It is.
I believe
I
it.
know.
Mhm.
What if
Mhm.
it unlocks dreams for you again? What if it takes off a stress
Takes you to
level?
Nice.
Takes you to Nice.
What if?
I know.
Yeah.
So we do have trips. Often that are incentives, which are really neat for people to celebrate together. Okay. It's
Thank
been
you for-
awesome.
Thank you for jumping
Yes.
on. Great to meet each of you. And we look forward to hugging you at an event somewhere.
We do. Thank you, everyone, and have an amazing day or night. And get back to the person who invited you and let them know what you like best. And we look forward to you getting started. Bye, everyone.